Use what as a background?
Oh, but I mean like the whole background for everything.
Oh, you mean the backgrounds that we have?
Like the backsplash.
Oh,
It has a backsplash.
yes.
It's never even, you know what I mean? Like I think it looks really good.
Yeah. Now
Hi,
I need to find. Yeah, this is like joining DK and Duane Show like backstage, even though we're in the front of the stage. But who's counting, right?
Yeah.
Welcome everybody to DK and Duane Show. I'm DK.
I'm Duane. Nice to see everybody. Hi, Jay. Well, already, see, boom.
Boom. Yeah.
Jay was
cool.
Jay was there. I was as I shared, I'm the goal for me is to to help as many people as possible. And so
yeah, for sure.
The more people that we have in our sphere of influence, the better, right? That we can help more people, because those people are just going to help. It's a giant snowball, right? With speakers JB trained and DK and Duane and all the work.
Exactly. Well, Jay is in full support of the background.
Yep.
And we will need to figure out how to get this background into the background of the background.
Yeah, I think it's just taking the picture and trying to download it. So yeah, I know it's all
yeah. So I gotta find my way back to that picture, because I've downloaded only about 3,000 items since I downloaded this picture.
Yeah, I know. We're just, and Joel's giving us more gifts, and Chanel's giving us gifts, and Jeff's giving us gifts.
Yeah,
just
everywhere.
Gift exchange, it's
unlimited opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely,
for sure. But let's pause for just a moment from the studio.
Peace out, homies.
Hi. Jay is in full agreement of our state of continual overload, which actually is translated loosely abundance.
I think what Jay's trying to say there with those big smiles is, what's up?
All right, now we have opened up Tuesday evening for real.
Truly, it's kind of like one of those things. What's Jay got to say? I need a new computer just for the Bauer. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, for sure. Or at least he was talking today about, or actually it was at Q&A, right, question and answer session, about just simply getting one of these types of drives, right, to find a way to just put files on. For the longest time, I was able to keep like Joel Bauer stuff within like 50 gigabytes worth of content, or right. worth of computer space, and it wasn't too bad. But now that's multiplied by like 100.
Could you imagine if he just decided one day, here's my 22 terabyte stack, here you go. I mean, I think we've got about maybe 2 terabytes already, but
yeah, I think it's closer to 2, between 1 and 2 somewhere. Yeah.
I mean,
but that's such a depth of training, right? Yeah, I can't imagine what 22 terabytes. We would probably drown in that. That's just too much.
I mean, a lot of that's personal consultation, business consultation.
Yeah.
And so,
for sure, thousands of testimonials, just stuff like that.
Yeah, I actually ended up tapping out my computer, so I ended up getting a larger hard drive there about maybe last summer. And then as well, at the same time, I ended up getting, Vimeo. So I'm storing a bunch of stuff on Vimeo. And then it's like, and then I have another like 250, 300 gig external hard drive. And I have another one somewhere. I haven't used it because I really don't want more than like one.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just, but I can only imagine if he's got 22 terabytes of hard drive, what's he storing it on? Like, what I mean? Like, does he have it all in one place? Does he have it on one giant 20 terabyte? Right.
I think it's got a name. I think it's called the Bauer Power Tower.
Exactly. Bauer Power Tower.
And probably when you turn it on, it illuminates like, right?
Oh,
What's happening?
I think Joel might have thought that that Dave's wife was on tonight, although I do believe that would be his sister. Dave, is that correct?
Let's find out.
Let's see what he says.
See what he said. Who was the mystery guest this evening?
Who was the mystery? I remember Dave posting about his sister, and so I joined her. I actually shared information for her, Kimberly. Yeah, maybe his wife was also on there, but I think it was Kimberly. And that's his. I believe that's his sister. Yeah. Bauer Power Tower.
BauerPowerTower.com.
So what's going on this week? Like, you've got your session tomorrow.
I got quite a lot going on. Yeah, tomorrow at Stress to Success, we have another meeting. What we're gonna talk about is how to deal with what I call stress resonance. Now that'll be the topic for tomorrow, right. Which is something that a lot of folks don't think of in those terms, right? Because although we talk about vibration, we talk about frequency, and resonance actually is just one frequency source activating another, right? So if you want to activate even the piano strings on a piano, if you bring a tuning fork or a bell or a xylophone to that and you hit just the right tone, you'll actually activate the string nearby that resonates at the same frequency. And if you listen carefully, you can actually hear that. And that's how stress resonance works as well. Where if you come up upon somebody on the street who's totally ticked off, right? Like right. Beyond livid, it's almost impossible to avoid being impacted by that.
You know it's there. Yeah. You know it's there.
And that's what I mean, right? And if that someone's close to you and they get like that, then the resonant effect is a lot bigger.
That's when you leave the room. That's when you just go somewhere else. That's when you just exit stage left.
Stage wherever the door is, right?
Wherever the door is. No, and you know,
right.
That's an absolute fact. And Kevin does use tuning forks as a frequency you're basically matching a frequency to break the frequency. So if it's a negative thought pattern or a negative, let's say that you're conditioned to think that, let me think here, money avoids you at all costs, right? So for example, if you think that you're just not a good money manager, or a person is just not able to deal with it, then there's a frequency that you can use to eliminate, basically crush that pattern. But then you still have to replace that with something else, right? You still have to replace it with, I am an excellent money manager. That's an example, right?
Right.
So
how would you use the tuning fork to do that?
Well, that's a great question, and I'm not a tuning forkologist.
Okay, not a forkologist. Okay.
I mean, here's the thing. It's I know that Kevin could certainly likely explain it, and Joel actually has used tuning forks every now and then. He doesn't use it very often, but he might be so he might be really polarizing at a point in time where he's just hammering you with a certain thought that you're not, like, he'll say something, but he may be trying to get under your skin. He's trying to get you ready for something, and then he'll say it again, and at the same time he'll hit the tuning fork. And so he's literally using it to literally crush that thing. And I know I'm getting the buzz on this right now, so I know he's doing this without question. He would have done that in Inner Circle at least once or twice, I believe. Okay. Yeah, it was I think Inner Circle, because there was a time where he was a pretty intense point in time, and I can't remember the words he used, but he does use a tuning fork. He says it once early on, and maybe 10 or 15 minutes later, he says it again, like as if he's bringing it back. It's like, how he says there's no, we're not digressing here, right?
Right. Yeah. Right. He does loop back. Yeah.
He's never digressing. Right. And so if he had an intention, I know his intention because it's something I've learned, right? So because of Kevin and knowing what he's done with that, as soon as I heard that the first time, I was like, whoa, what was that?
Yeah.
It's like, because ding, it's like, it's subtle though. It's so, someone probably would have thought it was a cell phone. It could have been a cell phone beep that you're getting a text message. That's not what it was at all.
Oh, interesting. Okay, interesting. Wow.
So,
well,
now,
Duane, do you like surprises? I don't mean to interrupt your thought pattern, but I'm interrupting it. Do you like surprises?
Okay, I got finished my thought anyway.
Yeah, go ahead and finish it, and I'm unloading surprises on you as you move.
Hey, surprises!
Hi. Hi.
Hey, good evening, everyone. What's happening? Duane was just enlightening us on the tuning fork methodology.
Tuning fork therapy.
So run this by me again, Duane. The speaker's making a positive affirmation or a clearing a negative one. Which one?
Clearing negative one, yeah, that's exactly.
So he's stating a negative concern. I have a money block, right? And then he'll come back and say that same negative money block again later, and then hit the fork with it.
When Joel used it, he was using it from an emotional. There was an emotional statement that. It's a statement that very much is very prevalent in the ether. It could be that you struggle financially. Now, that wasn't what Joel was saying. Like, I can't remember what Joel was saying. All I know is that it hit me because I was like, oh, that's good. It probably had something to do with disrespect or not being good enough, not feeling worthy, something like that. It was in that. And I can't remember exactly when he did it, but he did it more than once. And what he'll do is he'll make a statement, and he might just make the statement and hit the tuning fork right there, because as soon as you hear the statement, you've got an energy about it, like you don't like it at all, right? Like it absolutely makes you feel horrible inside. And so he'll hit the tuning fork at the same time.
Yeah.
Right?
I got you.
It blocks.
And it's got the same annoying thing that tells you have a new message on your cell phone. It's a similar sound, and I remember hearing that at least once in the last two meetings.
Right.
Each of the last two meetings. Huh. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Wow. Very impressive.
He may also be hitting a text messaging sound, but
but it's only happening once.
Yeah, no, it's but sometimes he'll do it. Like, and there was a point in time I remember him saying, "You have no idea what you're in for tonight," and then he'll do something. He'll go off on he'll does his usual thing where he'll start explaining something, and then he circles around back to the concept again. You think you're out of the woods, and then he brings it back again, and then he hits the fork at the same time.
And then he hits the fork, and locks it in, right? That's
absolutely.
That's pretty cool. I'm going to pay closer attention to that now. And this is completely the opposite of what Jay is talking about with sound therapy, right? With the singing bowl. I love the singing bowls too. They're great. I need to get me one of those where you're kind of running around the rim of this thing and just singing this. Yeah, it's actually changing your own resonance as it's vibrating. Right? It's perfect. Very perfect. Especially if you have two or three and you can like ding one and then do the. Have you ever used one of those where it's like a large bowl and you actually run your finger around the rim of it, and it just it actually create circular waves if you have water in the bowl as well. It's very very calming.
Like the top of a wine glass.
Yeah. It works like it's a little bit higher pitched then.
I never thought about using it with water in it. That's a really good point. It probably does change the vibration and sound of it.
Yeah, and then you can actually see the vibration.
Yeah, there's another way you can do it. Like you just make the sound that vibration that goes from the top to the bottom from in your body, right? Just make your own voice. Just say does it change the whole vibration in the whole body? I do that every morning when I go to work, like 15 minutes. My drive 15 minutes. So I just sit in the car and just for the whole time to go to when I get to work.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do you do that while you're like working with people? You just do that and then?
No, not really. I'm just doing it on my own in the morning. Like just set the whole vibration for the whole day. Right?
I was just kidding.
Not with people. I don't think they understand what that means.
So you actually drive and then just be in that vibration of it. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'll definitely have to try that.
Mm-hmm.
It works good. I do something similar, not while I'm driving though, because that might be hazardous. It works okay.
You're in your car by yourself. Nobody hear it, right? So you won't be afraid. Like you can make it small, make it loud, whatever that you want. Like just the more vocal you get it out from your abdomen, the better it is. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like to do that. Like just outside, standing in my backyard where you have the open air. Right. And then now granted, I mean, there's not that many people outside, so there's nobody to disturb, but I can do a quiet like Om, right. And nobody can really hear that. It's pretty cool.
I remember being in a global information network event years ago. And one of our keynote speakers, Stefan Patnode, it was a Sunday morning, and it was pouring rain outside. So we were going to do this outside, but because of the rain, we were all in this basically it was just a glorified room hallway kind of thing. There's probably about 50 or 60 of us, and we're all doing this sound at the same time. And it is absolutely unreal. Like when you have a group of people doing it at the same time, it's just so relaxing, so empowering. It's like unreal.
That's a cool experience.
And like it was just so echoing. It was just.
Can we try it now?
Why not?
Sure.
Breathe.
Yeah.
That's how long you can hold your breath too, right?
That's it, yeah. How slow can you roll it? Very cool. I feel energized now. I can feel a vibration. Like you said, head to toe. Great.
We're fine.
It was great. And apparently, Joel Tan. We have now been graced by the presence of Joel Tan as well as Samantha Gillis saying hello, party goers. Apparently, that's what party goers do. Party home. Party home.
Party home.
Yeah. Now we're talking about serious business here, the business of calmness. The business of progress too. In our business and personal life. We were talking about Facebook groups a little bit ago. Actually, a little bit ago and a little bit before a little bit ago as well. As Ann and Carmen were sharing some ideas. Carmen, I wonder if you might just recap one of the ideas that you had heard as far as how to get new members into a Facebook group.
Yeah, definitely. It was kind of funny because there's this one person who actually decided to offer a free one-on, like not a one-on-one, but like an actual group. Then he actually made it into a contest where you actually submitted why you would qualify. He chose one person and ended up giving away 20 other seats for half off. So he actually grew his group kind of quickly because everybody was in there wanting to be a winner, and we got to share what we're all about and what we had to offer and why we wanted to be picked. So a lot of interaction. And then what he did do was he did choose one person, but before he did that, he actually explained about it and gave everybody an opportunity. Like the first 20 people who got in got the discount, and then there was that one winner. So I thought that was a great idea for us who are trying to build our clientele. Why not offer something for free? They could become our case studies so that we could start actually the whole funnel on what we've actually taught, become experienced to be able to sell later. Yeah,
for sure. And that's all paid, right? Even if it's half price, it's maybe even be half of a low price. But it doesn't really matter, right? You've got folks that are paying to learn from us, which is a huge kind of stepping stone for our development. And then you're giving away something of value as well, right? A free half off for most and a free for a winner. So there's a contest. You got that energy. It's pretty cool.
Definitely. So I thought it was a great idea to share with others.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate that. And we are actually, and Anna as well shared that, Anna, you've been live. How often do you go live?
I go live every day at 9 o'clock every day. Every day, yeah. 10 minutes, not long. I just go on for 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes a day. And how are you finding your audience is enjoying that?
The thing is, I have a lot of quiet audience. They don't actually comment, or they don't actually put the the emo that they like or they love. They don't actually do that. But then when I met them, and they said, "Oh, I listen to you every night, and I always wait for you to go online, and I can listen before I go to bed." And a lot of things that this is what I got from you. This is what I like. Depend on the topic I talk about that evening, right? And they come and said that okay, they share what they learned from me, learn from the topic I got for that night. Yeah.
So run that by me again. You've got people coming to you and sharing takeaways with you.
Yeah.
Voluntarily.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they even suggest to me what I should say for the next one. They don't say, "Oh, they said, oh, I have friend looking for this. Can you talk about this?" And, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge. Wow. So it's so valuable. That's great. That's that would be a result we would all be shooting for out of our group, to have folks come back on a live like that, right? And actually meet up with you and say, "Hey, I really love these. I'm getting stuff from them every day. Here's all my wow." That's great.
Yeah.
Very huge. Very huge. Yeah. Awesome.
And a lot of them, they come, "Oh, I resonate with you on this one because I've been going through this, and I'd learned this from you." And then, I wish I knew it before when I went through it before with my own stuff, right? So, okay.
Nice. Cool. Yeah. Inspiration to move forward. Do you broadcast 7 days a week?
Pretty much. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, so on.
Except for when I have Joe on, so I skip that because Joe won the whole night.
Yes.
I cannot just jump in and out. So when I know Joe going on, I would say, "Okay, I have to skip tonight because I have with my mentor Joe Bauer." So
yeah,
but I've been going on every night for since January 1st.
Wow, that's great. That's great. I'm
inspired.
Awesome.
Definitely.
You are like so. I remember that the first time that you did your very first. Well, no, here's the thing: you had Jay was there, I think Eunice was there, and Monica was there, right? The three, and it was you, like the four of you. And but think back to where you were there, right, at that point in time, and where you're at now. Now, how do you feel about doing a live now? Like you look completely comfortable, completely.
I have to agree because I remember the first time I went on live, I cried 45 minutes before I decided to go on live. Like before I actually, I cried 45 minutes that morning, actually, that early morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning, because I will listen to J Mark 24 hours, 2 days on event, right? So one of the speakers, her name is, she's gonna mad at me when I forget her name. So she did the challenge for herself for the whole year. So when I decided, because she said that you have to pick one word for that whole year to see what you want to do for the whole year. So my year, I picked the word is shy. Hi, this is my baby.
Hello. Oh, by the way, isn't this the one? This is the one, DK. This one. Hey, can you say what's up?
Oh, this is really?
Yeah, it's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. You lead us off.
Okay, I have to share her.
Carmen,
let me share the volume.
I don't know about this one. So.
Say it again. Maybe I can see.
Just follow along. Just follow along. Yeah. Okay, we're ready when you are.
Can you say what's up? Yeah. What's up? No, she's shy.
Wow.
No.
Well, looking forward to it. Are you sure?
No.
What's up?
No. No.
Do it now. How about now?
Ellie, I thought you were going to share with us.
Wow. No.
Okay, ready?
One.
What's up?
What's up?
Awesome. He's good.
We're doing it.
Yeah, he's good. Okay. We'll have
It's
to
a
come back
she.
together. Oh,
It's a she, not a he. It's a she.
Sorry. What is her name?
Emily.
Emily. Hi, Emily.
Hi, Emily. I saw you on video and you did. What's up?
What's up?
Emily comes from off the screen to the side. And she's like, "What's up?"
So cool. So cool.
We thought that was awesome. That's awesome, Emily.
Very cool. We look forward to your next performance, Emily.
Absolutely. I mean, it could be in a minute if you need it to be too.
Yeah, just roll in. We'll roll with it. It's all
We'll be
good.
right here waiting.
We're waiting.
She's like,
Oh, that's awesome. All right.
come on. Too cute.
So what's your plan for this week, Emily?
Yeah.
Nah. Good plan.
That's awesome.
That's great. That's
How
great.
old is Emily?
How old are you? 6 years old.
6.
6 years old. Yeah. When's your birthday?
September 14th.
Oh.
Wow, coming up,
All right.
coming up.
I'm gonna have to write that down.
Yeah.
Get it in my sticky note here. Emily, September 14th. All right, got it written down.
DK has got he's got 22 terabytes of data.
I do not. No.
Maybe
I do not have 22 terabytes of
Not
data.
even close.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
DK, did you actually get your new computer?
I did.
What did you get?
Get a new computer?
I did.
You didn't
I
say that before.
What was
It
it?
is.
What's the final winner?
I'll tell
It
him.
is. I almost got Carmen, the one you recommended, the HP.
Uh-huh.
And I kept looking at that. For me, the pricing that I had available to me was about 100 to 200 premium over what some other ones were.
Mhm.
So I ended up getting an Asus.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, what is this called? It's like their entry level gaming machine.
Mhm.
And I noticed online it was one of the top computers of 2021. So yeah, so now I'm running animated video backgrounds and
That's why you had the water rolling on Zoom. Okay.
it's all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how none of that works without having the machine, right? So this thing has 6 gigabytes of video RAM. All right, and a dedicated GPU is similar spec to yours.
Oh,
from that
wow.
perspective. Yeah, same video card, and it has an AMD Ryzen 9 chip, which is actually the highest level Ryzen chip that's currently.
Right.
Available. Yeah, so it supposedly has the ability to like clock itself up. So I don't know what that looks like, and so I am now a high-speed StreamYard again.
Aha. Nice.
That
All
might have
we need are graphics.
been it might have been built in 2025 instead of 1995.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so now you can't joke about my computer anymore.
And now you have a tax write-off.
Well, if I can get my business set up in time within the same tax year, I think I actually need to incorporate the LLC
Right on.
to get that included, and then I can write off pretty much everything I do after that, right?
Mhm.
Well, you
It
can write.
seems like almost everything is business related these days.
Yeah, no kidding.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Even this bar we're sitting in right now, right?
What's up?
That's awesome.
Emily's getting there. It's gonna come out of nowhere.
Oh.
Oh, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay, cool.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
to finish my story,
Yes.
before we digressed. So so stress to success group meeting tomorrow night. We're going to talk about stress resonance, stress coming in from others. And then I have actually a speaker opportunity on Thursday. And then we have training Thursday afternoon or late Thursday morning if you're on Pacific time, which I believe is set to last for the entire afternoon, right?
6 hours.
Be an all-day event.
Right? Yeah, pretty much all day. Might be half the night too.
We also have Cheryl Hodgson is doing a session tomorrow, and that's why I'm planning on doing a speakers JB train at 5:00 Pacific, but we'll see how where Cheryl's at, because I'd rather have people in our group go there. Legal advice tomorrow, finding out about IP and intellectual property and all that stuff. And there is a gentleman who Cheryl's going to have. He's from Canada, and I can't remember his name, but I think he's basically the Canadianized version of what she does in Canada. That's my guess. I don't actually know, but Cheryl's also a Joe Bauer student. I expect this to be a really good session, so I'm telling people to go there tomorrow. It is Amir did post it in Speakers JB Trained, and and I think he's posted it a few places, but I highly encourage people to go to that tomorrow. If you're a Joe Bauer student, you're looking at, or anybody for that matter, if you want to protect intellectual property, that would be something that would be a really good idea to go check out.
It's the first time hearing about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's at 3:30, and I know that we have a link. Now, Carmen, I'm not sure if you're a member of Speakers JV Train, but I know I sent you an invite a couple of weeks ago. I think a little while. Maybe I'll check and see that again and make sure you're good. So I'll make sure that we do post that here. I'll do a link.
You're going to post that in the speakers group, right? JB Speakers Trained.
Yeah, it's already posted there.
Speakers JB Trained. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is it 3:30 Pacific time or?
Pacific. It would be Pacific time. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah, I think she's going to be. Cheryl's going to be going for an hour and a half. Is what it looks like. At 3:30 to 5 p.m. Pacific time. I'm just going to go find it. You guys keep talking while I go find this. And
of course. What are you going to disappear on us, Duane? Or
no.
I was going to say, will she be like Joel's hour?
Yeah, exactly.
Disappear into a different screen, right?
Duane and I actually met Cheryl personally at Masterclass in November 2019.
Oh, nice.
And saw her present for the first time there. I think she's been around the community for a long time, but I first met her there, and then she began launching. What was the name for group called? She launched a Facebook group, just like what we're doing these days, and built it up. And she's got a podcast called Brand Aid. So like instead of Band Aid, it's like Brand and then AIDE.
Oh, nice.
Brand Aid, yeah. And then she's doing these webinars occasionally on getting into some deeper details. And she has a book that's also available on Amazon that goes into some of the nuances of trademark registration and protecting your intellectual property, which is so critical because that's what we're actually doing here most of the time, is delivering intellectual property, the solutions that work well for us and for our clients, right?
Do you want me to just share my screen and just show what this looks like?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So that would be a good idea if I could. I won't share the chess game I'm about to play in a little while.
That'd be wonderful, wonderful concept.
Okay.
I didn't know you were a chess player, Duane. Are you good?
I'm okay. I just like to play. I'm trying to I'm eating lots of blueberries and I'm using my mind, so I don't have a memory problem when I'm older. So
there you go. Perfect. Yeah, my brain food, right?
Yeah, there you go. Can you see my screen?
No, we don't see the share come through yet.
Well, that's interesting. Why would that? Application window, Chrome tab, right there. Okay.
Right there. Kabang. Adding to the stream.
Bam. Okay.
Bam.
Yeah. So
grow and protect your online business.
There you go. And so it's going to be JP McAvoy and Cheryl Hodgson. We'll share proven business and legal strategies for your online business in our upcoming webinar. And so it is at Wednesday, February 24th, 3:30 PST. And they have Lindsay Corbin as a special guest. And here is the it right here. And I tried to put it in comments for some reason. Maybe I can try that again. We'll see how that goes.
If you throw it into private chat, I can put it on a banner.
Yeah, I can do that for sure.
I am so glad.
There you go.
There it is. There it is.
Cool.
Well,
that's what we want to do.
There it is. There it is. I could even put it on a like a rotating banner.
A rotating
Check you out.
ticker tape. There you go.
Ticker tape.
Yeah. So I think great information. And
okay, who's gonna help me with spelling here? Cheryl.
oh yeah, right.
E-G-S-O-N. Yes.
Yeah.
No, maybe?
CRYLHODGSON. Yeah.
Yes.
You got it.
All right.
Really excited today, isn't he?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
He's
Rolling.
having fun with the Z computer.
Yeah, for sure.
DK.
The frustration factor of this machine is magnitudes less, orders of magnitude less. Because my other computer, I had to wait. It was Duane. Okay, it's built in the '90s, maybe, right? But I had to wait for the computer to boot up, right? So I would be racing home from work, getting on a podcast at 4 p.m. Pacific time, and I would get home at 15 till. And if I didn't get home and in front of this computer at 15 till, I wasn't ready for 6 o'clock to broadcast because that thing would still be booting up, right? It was crazy long, right? It was a lot less convenient than what I actually remembered. And then I mentioned that to Carmen one day, and Carmen was like, "What are you still using that thing for?" And the rest is history. Thank you.
Congratulations on your new computer, DK.
Thank you very much.
Definitely.
Feels so much better.
Well,
Money, like you say, Duane, right? Money comes to me so easily.
Easily.
And a lot more easily if my computer would actually work, and it does.
Computers come to me so easily.
money will be flown in so easily out of your computer now.
It'll fly out of the screen.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So, what's going on in your world these days, Carmen?
Oh, sorry.
I might have glitched out. I'm noticing I'm having a bit of a delay.
We had a brief freeze frame.
So just putting more pieces together, I got a 7-step hack on what questions not to ask, and then 7 questions to engage conversation. So if they actually go to the Carmen Method at Gmail and ask for gifts, I will send them that information. As a business owner and employee, that you want to be able to grow your business and engage your customers. So creating more customer services is what I'm actually working on.
Awesome. Yeah, no, that's great. That's great.
Sure.
So that's the email.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Great.
The Carmen Method at gmail.com.
So this is you've created this over the last while working with Joel. Is that that's what you've been doing? Eh?
Definitely. Yes.
Awesome. And how has Joel made an impact in your life?
With all the information he gives us, it's crazy, but he does stay on top of everything that's coming on. He's introducing us to like the new techniques and the new things that are out that are having a difference versus what is old, and how everything has impacted with Corona. Things have changed so much with this virus that's going around on. We're no longer able to have the same impact we were. We can't just go up to people and just start, talking to them and having conversations. Now everything's changed more to online, more, filtered. So just learning the new steps.
It's interesting. Carmen, yesterday I was in my office for the first time in I don't know how long, having a client meeting, a couple of client meetings. And it was literally the first time I'd wore a mask at my office, right? We have to wear masks. It's mandatory, right? And so customers have to wear masks. We're wearing masks. And I'm trying to explain stuff, and my glasses are fogging up in a bad way. It was so uncomfortable. I was just like, this is ridiculous. I don't know. What do you do? I mean, it literally is an online future if because I just don't want to have who wants to work with a mask on explaining, here's what you should do with your money. Here's, it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. You get all you can see is the person's eyes. You can't get the nuances of everything that's going on, right? So at some point in time, government, please get rid of these damn masks, okay? I'm sorry. I'm done.
Two thumbs up on that. As soon as I can get the internet to catch up.
Yeah, exactly.
No, and it is the.
Oh, you only wear mask for one day and you have enough of it?
Yeah, exactly. We got to worry here and there. Like,
I was like, please.
no, get it. What a weenie, right? I get it. Yeah.
So, Carmen, tell me, how often are you wearing a mask at work?
Every day. Actually, I have to wear a shield because I don't cover my nose. So I wear a face shield and the mask underneath it so I can breathe because I would have the same problem trying to talk to customers.
Yeah.
I couldn't see all you see is like two little fog dots.
Yeah. Oh.
And then the sad part is like they don't understand or they don't hear what you're saying. It's like, what? It's like, so I've learned to start drawing pictures on paper and kind of like and use sign language.
I'm moving to North Dakota.
Exactly.
Actually, on Amazon,
cool.
they do sell those anti-frost. You know, when you buy glasses, they have a little thing to come to clean your glasses. But on Amazon, they selling the little cloth like that. To when you clean it with your glasses, it will anti-frost on your glasses, so you don't have when you breathe, it won't get foggy.
Okay. Is that the coating you can wipe on the glasses? Yeah.
And that lasts for a long time. You can use it for 3 months.
Cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I tried that on my car one time, and it just fogged up faster.
There's a couple of secrets. And like for windshields, you could actually cut a potato and use a potato to like wipe the windshield so it doesn't steam up. And then also it takes soap and water and dunk your glasses in it and just rinse it and let them dry. It's supposed to also help with that anti-fog. So
very cool. Very cool. Oh, there we go. Duane's got his mask. All right.
I just bought a new.
You're forcing my hand here. I'll be right back. Okay.
New box.
3 layers.
Yeah. Well, I guess they don't want me to breathe. So, you know.
Now they're talking about wearing 2 masks. They're supposed to be a lot better for you.
It doesn't matter. No. You have to, when you wear mask, you have to see the one that had the word isolation mask. And that, look at the
Would this work?
That works.
Wait,
you're not covered yourself.
Oh, then I could put
I prefer yours, DK.
I have my mask close by.
Much sexier than I do.
Oh, there I do actually. I can actually put this on too. Oh, hold on.
See, look, I'm fucking up. That's great. I love the fact you've actually got ears covering you. Oh yeah, here we go.
I got to work on my sequencing here. It's not sequencing just right.
Wow, that's something.
That's too funny.
Beautiful
A little extra gear. I want to make sure that I'm super safe, right?
North Dakota just passed a bill making any mask mandate illegal.
There you go.
I think we're going to be moving over there.
That's just crazy.
I think I need to start working remotely from North Dakota.
Exactly.
As soon as possible. Oh, that's hilarious.
It kind of reminds me of Saskatchewan there. There's not a lot of stuff going on. Pretty flat terrain, right? Pretty flat. I've driven through there a couple of times.
Yeah.
Through the northern states, going from BC where I live to Toronto, right? And it's pretty flat. But I like what they just did there. So good. We're gonna have to do something about this.
Yes, for sure.
Like my question is seriously, I know it's supposed to help us, but how much damage is being caused by us breathing all this back into our own bodies?
I think quite a lot, actually, right? Think about the CO2 content that we're breathing in and the lack of air quality. I mean, they tell you to get fresh air for a reason, right?
Exactly.
And that is the opposite, or the kind of the one level above breathing indoor air, which is how many times worse? Like 30 times worse. And I can only imagine how much worse continuous usage of a mask would be. It's got to be tons worse. So it's bad enough when I have to wear it for a meeting, right? Just for an hour or just in the hallway, right? But you're wearing it all day, Carmen, all day long, right?
Yeah, 8 hours.
Yeah, crazy.
Every day.
A whole lot of damage. Would you believe that some people wear these things in the gym, right? So they're working out, doing hip hop ab, right?
Or
And-
you see them outside still with the mask on as
Yeah,
they're
or in their
running
car.
and riding their bikes. It's like you're outside in the fresh air. Why?
Exactly.
Or in
They're
their car driving
exercising,
around
right?
with it
Yeah.
still on.
A
I
whole
found
lot of
it-
damage. Absolutely.
I
I
found
wonder
that
how
people
long it's
driving, they have masks on. I don't understand that.
Yeah. Yeah. They're by themselves in the car and they have a mask on. What's up with that, right? But you won't catch me doing that usually.
I remember Joel saying something tonight about not your cover. I love like it's covering the weapon.
These are like
Dave,
big,
you need a
big
smaller
text, right?
comment, Dave.
We need a little bit more lower width. Can we have lower width? Oh, here we go. Dave's already accommodating with the short one.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
And Carmen really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, if Ann and Carmen, if you wouldn't mind elevating, if you could move your heads up, like, just
Yeah, no, do the what's up move.
perfect. Then we can show the comments without any conflict.
No conflict whatsoever. Remember there a night where you were an Arnie in that when April's on and you had like Arnie's face in your face? I'm like, wow, you look old.
Yeah, that's right. I was like, yeah.
Arnie.
We're already on. Otherwise, I could put those filters on, right? Those are pretty cool. Yeah.
You know, I never figured that out yet.
You haven't?
I mean,
Oh,
I wish I had time.
so many tech questions these days.
All these tech questions. The only
All
thing-
these tech questions. We had a cowboy hat. We had the Matrix. That was my favorite effect. The Matrix. I was like shimmering.
Yes, he was.
It
He
was
was
good
definitely
Definitely shimmering. Definitely.
You know, speaking of tech, it just so happens that I was having a conversation with Amir last night, and you know how Joel keeps on talking about his website and getting a website like his. I mean, there's a ton of content, right? So anyways, Amir and I had this conversation last night, and Amir is being very generous, and he's given me an offer to do a templated version of Joel's website.
Sweet.
Has you really?
As
Wow.
and it
Excellent.
will cost some money, but I can only fathom having that. Like it's just the biggest challenge. I said to him, that's a lot of information. He goes, yes, it is. He goes, I love a big challenge.
Wow. Okay.
Awesome.
I highly encourage anybody use Amir for tech if you don't have someone. Use Amir for tech if you do have someone. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
For
he's,
sure. Yeah.
basic.
Yeah.
He's
I mean,
amazing.
yeah, our group's got quite a few folks that you can reach out to for tech support, but
Yeah, Eric
Amir
Wheeler.
has been dropping some very good solutions, highly targeted stuff. And I like his style where he's training folks to do the stuff for themselves, right? And not only is he showing you, but he's training you at the same time. So you end up with the ability to replicate
Nice.
what you've just gone through. It's awesome.
Yeah.
AmirYassin.com. Am I pronouncing that right, Duane?
AmirYassin.com. Yeah.
AmirYassin.com.
Yeah. You know, we've never had that total conversation about exactly how you pronounce his last name, but I believe it is Yassin.
Okay.
Here's
We'll
a
go with it
question.
for now.
What platform is he going to be doing it in?
Yeah, he's
That
using
would
Groove.
be Groove Funnels.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, he's really good, and can't thank him enough for everything he's done. Like he's just gonna keep going. He's just
Yeah. Well, I
Enjoy.
mean, he keeps getting better and better. I think I heard that he launched an entire like natural pharmacy for somebody, an e-commerce site
Oh, wow.
on Groove Cart, right? So not Groove Sell, which is kind of singular offers or multi-price points on one product, but the Groove Cart is like Shopify. It gives you the ability to build a store out of Groove, and that's included if you have the platinum package.
you know
Which I
here's
think, Duane, is the platinum still available now?
I'm not sure exactly all the packages he has available, but I know that they're fairly similar to what they had when I was initially looking at options.
Okay.
Here's something that he's doing that he's creating. You know how one of the things that Eric will tell you, Eric Wheeler or Amir will tell you, is that if you have what it is that you want prepared, then it makes their life a whole lot easier. They can move things along really quickly and efficiently. The biggest challenge is all the steps involved in figuring out what it is that you need. So what Amir is creating right now is he's literally creating a system where he's giving a step-by-step free course. This is my understanding, step-by-step on all the aspects of what you need, like loaded, and it'll basically just, I mean, it saves him time, because if a person comes to him with all this done, he just bulldozes through it and it'll be a whole lot more efficient, right?
Just drop it all on the plates, right? As you go, complete. So for him, it turns a multi-day or multi-week job into hours.
Yeah. Step by step, move by move. Just
yeah.
Gonna be, yeah. And,
awesome.
I think I was pretty good with what I did for him. Like, I had things relatively organized, but there's always the odd thing where we're kind of like, I don't know, I need to think about that, right? That's kind of where I was at. So, but I think he's got, it's almost like he's got the whatever the number of questions are to go through every single aspect of the process. So yeah, it's he's a machine. He's just
that is awesome.
Yeah,
I'll definitely have to say that I heard about him through you guys for sure. Give you guys the credit, so that way he knows where I'm coming from.
Awesome, appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support.
Program. I haven't even. He says supposedly I'm an affiliate of his. I have no idea. I have to talk to him about that at some point. But I'm not. That's not what my concern is. I'm concerned more about serving the people that are really ready to go. Right. That's really what. And getting ready to go, which is where he's going. Right. Getting you to that point where you know that you've got all your ducks in a row and you can get it all, produced out pretty quickly. Right. So.
And also knowing the pieces that are needed too. I mean, because we just look at Joel's website, sometimes we overlook some of the small little details that we're actually needing to put together to be able to make it functionally and work it correctly.
Exactly. Yeah. So. And so to have someone who's already got it templatized and ready to roll forward, where you just fill out a checklist or some kind of a data input, and then that if you give them this, then out comes 3-4 page website that's got your pricing. It's got all the stuff that Joel just said we needed, right, in the Q&A the other day, to properly have that closing, that all that positioning and differentiation elements in place.
Yeah, it's huge. And Joel, he says he invested $180,000 into his. I just go, what? I mean, that's just. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, but think of it like this, right? Is that that's probably a combination of several websites put together, right? Where you evolve it 3 or 4 times until you finally reach the conclusion, which is a completely beautiful website, fully featured. It's got more information than I could imagine you'd ever need if you were looking to make a decision on applying for masterclass, or joining the Mentor for Millions program, or purchasing even Zero to Hero, or one of the other options out there, all in one spot.
What's amazing about it is when you go to it, it's not cluttered. It's like clean, and it's literally it's really well set up, right? So
yeah,
it's got everything you need. So yeah, working on that.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So Carmen, what's next? What are you launching coming up?
What am I launching? That's a good question. Still working on putting the pieces together. Definitely by April. So
April. Right. So you put an aggressive deadline out there. That's good.
I need to.
Yeah, that'll drive everything.
Yep.
Everything. Setting the date.
Yes.
So when's your webinar? Duane keeps making fun of me. I'm good at this, right? When's your webinar?
Okay, so hold on. Before you make a date, I need you to know, Carmen, that DK is really good at helping you choose dates. That is one of DK's amazing gifts for the world. He helps people choose dates really well.
Well, thank you. I will need assistance in that.
So
DK, is there a date you had in mind?
what's the date? Here, let me help you. Let me help you right now.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
Let's see.
March,
What day of the week's good for you, Carmen?
See, that's the whole thing. I have no idea. My schedule changes so much. So I would have to say also a day that doesn't coincide with any of Joel's classes or his last minute ones.
That's getting harder to determine. The farther in the year forward that we go.
So true.
Right now, I'm putting my money on Wednesday being a good day.
Wednesday?
Good.
Yeah, Wednesday.
That might
Because
not
that's
be
the only day this week that you could have a class and it would work.
this week.
Fridays are kind of tacky for webinars, in my opinion. But there are people. Actually, to be fair, there's a lot of folks that do put them on Fridays, kind of in the early evening, and they do work. So that's also a possibility.
John does one at 4, right? Pacific time.
Yeah, he does a live, and occasionally it's a Zoom as well.
Yeah. We do a DK and Duane show at
But I
5.
thought Wednesday is the day that you have your webinar.
Yeah,
Wednesday.
I have my Wednesday or my webinar Wednesdays or workshop Wednesdays every other week at 6 Pacific time, 6 o'clock Pacific. Yeah, but I mean, if you want to put it at 5 or 7,
and don't go over.
right? Yeah, and stay within an hour, which wouldn't be hard, right?
59 minutes.
No time for Q&As.
30 seconds.
Over to DK's, right?
Yeah. Never mind how every one of my first webinars went over, but details. So Wednesdays? Are we going with Wednesdays or are we going with Fridays?
Yeah.
Hold on 2 seconds. We're gonna have
Good.
Back on track.
Yeah.
I need a tuning fork.
There you go. For some reason, I'm thinking I was thinking the 24th, and the 24th falls on a Wednesday.
The 24th of February? That's tomorrow.
No, the 24th of March.
Oh, you want to do it in March? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
That's actually.
Absolutely. Let's put this in March for sure.
Yeah.
All right. We're getting a comment off this conversation. Oh, Cindy Colley says Wednesday.
There you go.
Okay, so Wednesday.
Yeah.
Carmen,
Dave is checking out.
Yeah.
Have fun, ladies and gents. Do not let that go to your head. With you, use that lightly. Well, thank you, Dubby. And have a wonderful and awesomely pleasant evening yourself.
A great evening, Dave. Hey, Carmen. So
Yes.
when I had my initial session with Joel, I had an hour with him, right? He it was part of a package that I purchased at Masterclass. Anyways, he said to me, "So, Duane, I say that you 3 weeks from today would be a good time for you to do your." And like I don't even have the webinar completed yet, right? At that point, this was back in June,
Right.
but he's like, 3 weeks should be enough time for you to get it all together.
That sounds like Joel.
But I took 4 weeks. I did give myself another buffer week because I just didn't think, and it was the right timing too. So this 1 month idea, basically, it will be 4 weeks from tomorrow anyway. That's perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, in 9 minutes for me. It's almost midnight over here.
So
yeah.
So what time are we having this webinar, Carmen?
Good question. What time is you guys is at?
My webinars or my workshop is at 6 Pacific, and I need to make sure that I'm even giving one on that day.
Okay.
First,
Yeah.
Let me see. So I got one tomorrow. I got one the 10th. Yeah, I'll have one on that day at 6 Pacific.
So what would I'm trying to think? Maybe 9 o'clock my time would make it
8 o'clock.
6.
That's right over the top of mine.
okay. So that wouldn't work.
If you do 5 o'clock Pacific, or like you do a pre-frame starting at 4:45.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
You might
that's a very
want
common time.
Yeah. I mean, how long is your webinar going to be?
I have no idea.
No.
We're starting from scratch.
And just giving you an idea as to length of time.
If I do it my way, I like it to the bullet points and with the offer in 20 minutes, and we're done within 45 minutes. Half an hour to 45 minutes.
Well, you can do it at 5:30.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
But
So
the
there we
rest of
go.
the time we ask for the what takeaway from the audience, right? Do exactly that, Joe. What do you take away from that?
That's so true. So true.
Everybody was saying, "Wow, she was just so efficient."
That's right.
She got her point across.
Hey,
Great.
okay, are you all ready for this?
Go for it.
Oh, that's 45 minutes.
You're on.
Okay. Fair enough.
Hey,
Okay,
All right.
so the 24th at 4:45 to 5:30 sounds fair enough.
Yeah, all right. All right. You heard it right here on the DK and Duane Show.
do you want time for Q&A? Do you want to, maybe 15 for Q&A?
We'll do 15 for Q&A.
Well, here's the
There
thing.
you go.
DK, did you do Q&A in your initial webinar?
I did actually. Yeah, I had probably about 10 minutes at the end, 10 to 15. Yeah. For comments and Q&A. And Carmen, if I might ask, what's the title of your?
Wow. That's a good one.
Hey, DK.
Here's a couple of choices. Well, I don't know. Can I do 5 steps to monetize your business, or care? Hold on. Care, connect to close.
Care to connect to close?
No. Care, connect to close. You get to choose.
Okay.
Care, connect, close.
To close, like the number 2.
Legal disclaimer, please understand that this is not absolute truth. It is very possible that Carmen may change her mind and change the name of this slightly, may change the time slightly. However, we've done something here very, very substantial. We've got you to a time frame.
Okay.
So we've added 15 minutes for your Q&A. And
Right.
we have your title as well, Care, Connect to Close.
Nice.
And I'll bet that URL is actually available.
I already got it.
Is it? Do you have it reserved? Do you have a site up on it?
I ordered it on what is it, on Namecheap or whatever, and I don't know what else to do with it.
Okay.
I'm stuck. I don't know how to make it live or.
Oh, it is registered at Namecheap.
Yep.
Check it out. All right.
We have ideas for you.
Please
Amir,
share.
Eric, Amir, Eric.
Yeah.
I will.
AmirYasin.com. What's Eric's website? Do we have Eric's website?
I have a Facebook group page. What would that be?
Okay.
Oh, by the way, we use this technique with students and speakers JV trained.
But Common has her own insider. Common had insider connection with Eric. So
Yeah, I think I had that. Hold on, let me see if I can see his email really quick.
yeah.
I just, I haven't been there in a little bit because
What's the name of that group that you got?
he's actually part of our Thrive group. So we think Eric's absolutely awesome. And he actually does he's actually just started another group for people with addictions.
Mm-hmm.
So this
Oh,
is
right. Yeah.
2 group. He had 2 group for the assistant.
He has 2 for that, does he? Okay.
Yeah.
So what was that? What is that group called for the
Well,
group?
Eric Wheeler. Let me go see.
I have the email address. It's 1pmfounder@gmail.com is what I have for his email address.
PM Founder?
No, one spelled out ONEPMFOUN.
Oh yeah, and that's the group. That's the group too. One Platform Marketing.
All right, platform. Okay.
And then it is, like you said, Carmen, 1 p.m.
Yes, founder
at
gmail.com. All
right. So there's another potential option for you, Carmen, to build out your new website for your new event that's coming up on the 24th of March at 4:45 Pacific time on the 24th of March, which is Wednesday.
There you go. Perfect. Thank you.
Man, you guys are, she's thanking us. She may. Well, you're very welcome, Carmen. I'm not totally sure you're thanking us yet.
Okay, Carmen, what is your takeaway for this section today?
Be prepared for whatever gets thrown at you and take action.
Be wary of invitations to go live. You never know what might come out of it.
Hey, DK, we're going to start taking the people that are attending this this session, like Cindy. Maybe we're going to bring Cindy in here and have to put her on the hot seat.
Yep.
And you know.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, we got 3. Hold on, we got some more. Oh, Cindy indicates, and she actually advised me of this as well. Although I haven't been proactive enough to take her advice, but do include 3 time zones.
Oh,
in your invitations. Yeah, Eastern Pacific and Greenwich Mean, which gives you pretty much everyone, right? As a way to think globally, and include Singapore also. Thank you, Cindy, for those
World Time Buddy.
You could spend
worldtimebuddy.com, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Worldtimebuddy.com. We'll include a link for that here as well.
Because that week you actually have 4 choices. You go in there, you get to choose whatever area you're at, and you can compare the times too. And it gives you like the 24 hours.
Right.
So like if they're AM, it still gives you PM versus a mistake I did for someone's webinar. Like, oh, cool, it's 10 o'clock. And I thought it was PM and it was really AM. So.
Yeah. And actually in that particular one, that if it's the same one I'm thinking of, I think the invitation was actually wrong.
Yes.
It was important to track that down. And then we knew when to show up. And then when nobody else was showing up, we could start rattling the trees until we got the thing set up.
Not only that, but with like the time change in some states too, where they jump an hour back or an hour forward, depending what time of the year it is. Right. That also has a big impact too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I actually used World Time Buddy to figure out when my speech is on Thursday.
Nice.
Because it's in South African time.
Oh, wow.
Which time zone is that, right? So I had to go to World Time Buddy and figure it out. So I think it's actually in the evening their time, but it's roughly like 10 hours, 9 or 10 hours ahead of us here in Central Time. So it'd be I guess probably a full 12 hours to Pacific time. So I learned something new. South African time. I can orient and align everything accordingly. Thanks to worldtimebuddy.com. Appreciate that, Carmen. Now I've been doing events every couple of weeks, right? Yeah, and those have been working out really well. I attend. You did not have one this past Sunday, or did you, On?
I did. You missed it.
I missed it. Oh. Is there a replay available?
Let me think about it.
Oh. I need to catch the replay. Sunday was super busy, probably on account of what I've got.
No, actually, that was on Valentine's Day. So.
Ah, okay.
I know you have the reason to be busy.
Thank you. Yeah, but appreciate the replay. And so your next webinar then On is in 2 weeks, right?
This coming weekend.
Oh, this coming weekend. Okay, already. It's the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pretty quick.
All right. Sounds good. All right, and remind me, if you would, the title of your webinar.
Oh, the title of my webinar?
Yeah.
A View to Empowerment.
All right. And what time is it?
That could be 3:45 Pacific time.
3:45 Pacific. And for the benefit of Cindy, since I can calculate Eastern time in my head, we'll put Eastern time in there too.
This is interesting because, like, I remember when I started first putting up times for sessions. I'm like, okay, so Joel does his in Singapore time and Pacific usually. In Canada, we always relate to Eastern because a lot of people think that, Ontario is the center of the universe in Canada, which it's most populated, of course, but so we often refer to Eastern Standard Time, right? But I'm like, if we actually did all the areas we had clients in, the entire ad could just be all about the time zones. It's getting more and more like that all the time. And it is true that we need to go globally all the time, more and more.
Absolutely.
So anyways, sorry to interrupt you there, Ron. But so I was that's funny because I was just looking at the time.
Yeah.
Time that she was having her workshop at.
Yeah. Really. Workshops, by the way, on are very good.
Where do people go to hear more about your Facebook group page there, Ron? Oh, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That is just on my personal Facebook page.
Oh, it's on your profile directly?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you just go on try. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
And
Cool.
I have that every night at 9:00. So if you couldn't sleep, you can go in there and listen to my my phone, and you can go to bed.
There you go.
There you go. There you go.
Right on. Cindy says, "Let's play hockey."
That's awesome.
Right on.
All right.
Nice, Joel. So we got a few workshops, and we were going to have a workshop tonight for the lifetime members of the Rewired to Wealth program, but because Joel had his session, we canceled that, and we'll have ours. Barring the fact that Joel doesn't have a session next Tuesday, we're going to reschedule it for next Tuesday at 4:45 Pacific. And
our next one's coming up next Tuesday, right?
Yeah, so that would be the 2nd of March at 4:45. We'll work more on that later. You don't need to put that up right now.
Okay. For a future DK and Duane show, we'll showcase that.
But you can put speakers JV train tomorrow at 5 p.m. if you want. We'll get that going and make
all right.
We'll make the assumption that that Cheryl will end around 5 or right in there. So I'll be ready for that. So
okay, perfect. I have a feeling that'll work out. I think that'll work good.
It'll work out.
I have a proposal. On March 2nd, on your weaponized day, can we celebrate my birthday?
Can we celebrate your birthday? Is that your birthday?
On March 2nd?
Yeah.
There you go. So this is like, now, I got to tell you, this is for lifetime members of my mentorship program. Right? So this is, you might want to consider.
That would be my perfect birthday gift for me.
You know what I was considering? I'll tell you what I was considering. I'm thinking to myself, I'd like to make, I was thinking of making the first session exclusive for the members that purchase, right? And I'm still thinking about that. I'm gonna think about what you said. I'm not gonna say yes or no. But it is your birthday.
Executive decision coming up.
Is it time to make an executive decision?
I'll tell you what's going to happen. Because it's your birthday. What do you think we should do here? Should we allow should it just be on who's allowed to go to the first session, or should we open this up?
I'd like the idea of opening it up on Anne's birthday as a gift to everybody else to see what's in it.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I still have to figure out what's in it. No, I'm kidding.
When y'all figure out what's supposed to be in it, let me know.
But you know what? I gotta tell you, there's gonna be some interesting stuff on the first session.
Excellent.
And I've been I haven't completely finalized everything, but it would have been, if I had to do it today, it would have already been done. But it's 98% done. I'm just putting the finishing touches on it. And I've got the first 2 or 3 sessions that are, see, here's the thing. And, you know, listening to Joel and how he does things and listening to your students, what happens is you get to a point where you think you're going to talk about certain things. And then the students bring whatever it is to your mind, to your reality, right? If you're really focused in on what it is you're doing, you're not concerned about, well, this is what I have to present, right? Because there may be something that a student needs to hear because of what goes on in the conversation, right? In the Q&A, for example. Like DK and I had a case study, and quite often what DK will do is he'll be like, you know, I think I'm going to do a session about that, right? So he'll do that. And so it's dependent on, like, I have my ideas as to what we're going to do, but everything's a moving target as far as what can be created out of it. I know what I want to create from the sessions. I know what people need, but there might be other things that might be required first. So we have to, it's a moving target, and we start where we're at, and then we fill in based on the needs of what the students need, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Okay, so we're going to open this up March 2nd. Happy birthday, On.
Open session. Thank you, On.
One time. No one else. Okay, so here's the other rule this is going to happen. No one else's birthday is going to be the reason why another person.
Girl.
So we will do that. I will do that. We'll do that next Tuesday. Making the assumption Joel doesn't have a session, right? I mean, I found out yesterday that Joel is having a session today, right? So we'll have to make sure that that's dealt with. So I will do that. Happy birthday, On. Everybody gets a freebie. That's interesting the way this worked out, because I was like, nope, no one's getting a freebie the first time. And then you got to put me on the spot like that, don't you? That's awesome. Awesome.
It's totally awesome. Guess what, Duane? Are you ready?
Yep. Rewired to wealth, though.
Rewired to wealth. Rewired to wealth. Okay.
It is actually. I put Ray to rewire, but then I put rewired to wealth. But now I've just shortened it to rewired to wealth. Yeah.
So here's a question: will you post this also in the M4M as Anand's birthday special?
There's a challenge with that.
Oh, okay, that's true.
I've taken a little bit of time off of the membership, but I will be back in May. So if Joel would approve that, that's fine. But I'm not going to put him on the spot on that. That's not, he doesn't need to do that. So, but we will do that, Rewired to Wealth, next Tuesday, March the 2nd at 4:45 Pacific. Happy birthday, On.
Happy birthday, On.
Happy birthday, On.
Hold on. DK, should we get some information from On about this?
About what?
Well, we don't want to put On the spot. That's okay. I'm 49.
Oh, yes.
I have a little bit of fun with this. No, I wouldn't do that to you.
How about if we get that information from her on the 2nd of March, potentially?
Oh, I mean, only if she wants to.
You never know.
You never know.
21. She's was 21.
21.
Oh, but we do the option to see who can guess my A and who closer to my A get the gift.
So
Who
the
knows?
closest guesser wins a gift
No.
on your birthday.
Guess my A. Who closer to my A get the gift.
Okay. Are we doing it right now? No.
You first, DK.
You
I'm
first.
looking at him. He's closer. You know, it's the biggest challenge: asking a woman, telling a woman what her age is, or
You guys are getting in trouble.
you're always in trouble, anyways. Yeah.
Well, Duane,
Married
I
with
think
children.
the show has gone an hour and 20 minutes.
I think we're good now.
I think we're good.
29.
Well, thank you. It was awesome. And thank you for my date of March 24th at 4:45 for 1 hour.
I love
You
you.
heard it here
Sarah connects
first.
to close.
Heard it here first on the DK and Duane Show. Carmen's upcoming workshop. And Duane's upcoming happy birthday workshop. And An's upcoming workshop. And DK's upcoming workshop.
Woohoo! Lots of workshops to celebrate.
Anybody
That's
in the audience? Anybody in the audience?
Anybody confused yet?
By the way, you
Alright.
can end them all if you'd like.
All right. Well, thank you all for another wonderful DK and Duane show. Appreciate. And we'll see you all again very soon.